Boom.
All right.
We
Yes,
back.
sir. We back at it.
Back at
And
it.
another one.
We got a special guest too. Shit.
Indeed.
Special? That's relative, man. That's relative.
Man. We'll just say it's part of the shield, man. Just the shield. Y'all can probably go figure it out.
Yeah.
Y'all already know.
Yes, sir.
Man. I know this hella off topic, but you see LeBron dunk on Mark Williams the other day. God, this motherfucker is ageless wonder. It's crazy.
40.
Make no sense.
40.
Don't forget to clock in, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Here we go.
Great Pharaoh, the gift of Troy is a fabulous fabric from the land of the 5 rivers.
ATS 30, 35, 40. Midfield, McMahon breaks the tackle. He's gone! 10, 5, touchdown! Raiders!
2 years ago, when we came to Los Angeles, I really believed that the greatness of the Raiders would be in its future.
We back, man, for another edition of Around the Shield, man. We got the Severe Raider, obviously myself, PharoahNFL, and we got a special guest, man. We got Chris from Protect the Shield podcast, man. Appreciate you coming through, brother. What's going on, bro? How you doing?
Man, I'm just trying to get back to health, man, so I can get ready for this weekend, man, out in Vegas. About to tear this town upside down, man. You know how it is.
Man, and let the people know where they can meet y'all at, man. Give them a friendly reminder.
Yeah, so for everybody that's in Vegas, man, there's a Commitment to Excellence dinner that's happening on Saturday out there in Henderson. So I'm gonna be going to that. But those that are just in town, man, the next day at Barcode Burgers, Myself, Severe, 805 Raider, man. We're having like a meet and greet, like Raider Nation party over there, man, starting at 1 p.m. We just gonna have a good time, man. Eat some good food and, you know, probably crack some jokes, and who knows, man. Might do a little pod. Who knows what's gonna go on, man. May have Severe freestyle. You never know what could happen, man.
I freestyle about as well as Aiden O'Connell plays quarterback, so yeah, I don't want to see that.
You had a better rookie year than Tom Brady. So
exactly.
That means you'll have a better first freestyle than Jay-Z.
Exactly.
There you go, man. But hey, man, make sure to clock in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Man, we got a lot to talk about, man. Our offseason is underway, man. With free agency, obviously the draft coming up. You know, everybody's starting these mock drafts, and we'll get into at least one of them today. The Athletic beat writers, they went ahead and did a mock draft, which is kind of interesting. We'll talk about that. But before we even get the show started, like I said, you'll be seeing this on both our platforms, Severe Raider, PharoahNFL. Make sure to clock in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Now, that being said, the NFL had an increase in their cap, man. I think it's projected to be between 277 and 281 million. Which, man, like it could be as much as 20 something, I think 25, 26 million increase in the cap space, which is crazy. And that even gives more cap space for the Raiders. Projected could be at least 95 mil to like 100 and some change. You know, we won't know officially until free agency approaches. But that being said, how you feel about it, man? Like the Raiders getting all this cap space, what does this mean for the Raiders, Chris?
Yeah, so for me, you know, of course, it gives us more money to kind of play with, you know. But I think we also have to understand that that's across the board. All teams are getting that same, you know. So it's like I don't know why we get so, you know, excited, because at the same time, that means the Chiefs is getting the same increase. That means the Eagles are getting the same increase. So it sounds good in theory, but when you really look at it, I mean, you know, it doesn't really change anything too much. You know, we still have to be able to manage the books accordingly and, you know, be smart with our money. But, you know, like I said, in theory, it sounds good, but, you know, we just got to make the right choices with whatever money we do have.
I mean, Severe, how you feel about it? I mean, because if you look at like the backgrounds of Pete Carroll, you think of Spy Tech, you know, the teams that they've been with, they've been aggressive in free agency. Like when I think of Seattle Seahawks, I remember them signing contracts like with John Snyder at GM. Like I remember, obviously with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we all know that, you know, over the years they're not afraid to spend money in free agency, especially, you know, how they built that team for Tom Brady. Do you think this just guarantees that the Raiders are going to be aggressive in free agency?
I don't want to say it guarantees, but it increases the likelihood that the Raiders are going to be more aggressive. But we also have a lot of our own free agents to sign back as well. So, you know, that's the other aspect of it. Part of the reason why we have so much cap space is because we have just so many free agents on our own team that we have to kind of prioritize. One thing we can say about the Buccaneers is that, you know, look at their previous two quarterbacks. There were guys that came over in free agency, right? Look at Tom Brady. Yeah. They signed him as a free agent. Baker Mayfield, free agent. So it's, you know, maybe this is something they use to go after a quarterback. But what this also does is that, you know, some of those players, you know, I can think of one for sure, but some of those players that we were thinking is going to come back and we might be able to, you know, get them on the low. Now that buying power is increased across the league, kind of like Chris alluded to. So that incentivizes other teams to say, hey, you know what? We got a little bit of extra money. Okay, well, maybe I'll throw a little more at Trevon Merrick. Maybe I'll throw a little more. Oh, the Raiders ain't trying to pay Malcolm Kuntz, their young up-and-coming pass rusher, who their star player says is going to be a great player. Okay, I'll make a run at him. Yeah. I mean, I throw a little bit extra. You know, that could be the missing piece for my team. So, you know, so we just still have to do what at least what Telesco has been kind of known for, and what Chris Light up down in Tampa and Spytek have been known for. Just be intelligent with the kind of contracts we give out.
It's interesting. You make a good point because like how many free agents are going to hit the open market? That's a lot of
Right.
players that you have to re-sign and compete with other teams. Usually, all right, if you got to re-sign some guys, you're just competing with the agent, as far as all right, what the terms would be. But now you got the whole entire market, and the Raiders got a whole bunch of free agents. It's not just the Morags. We got the Spillanes. No one cares about Divine Diablo, but he's a free agent. I could go on and on, but that's a good point. And you got to factor in that Spytek and Pete Carroll probably want their guys in the building at some point. Pete Carroll's only 1 year removed from coaching the Seahawks, so he still has guys that are connected to the Seahawks that can possibly be signed by the Raiders. Is there anybody that you guys have in mind that maybe you guys can connect the dot? Shout out to Raider Ray. He had a good video. He talked about Kyle Trask as a guy that the Raiders could target at quarterback. Not like a huge name, but the fact that, Spytek was in the building when they drafted Kyle Trask with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then obviously, I believe he's a free agent, and Raiders could possibly, a cheap option, throw some talent to that quarterback room. And Tom Brady's familiar with Kyle Trask, because I believe he was there while Tom Brady was quarterbacking the Bucs. So, that could be a possible option. But obviously, the one that I don't want to happen is Sam Darnold, because, hey, man, there are reports. Chris, there are reports that Sam Darnold is going to be a guy that the Raiders are going to be heavily considering at quarterback. How do you feel about that?
Terrible. Absolutely ridiculous, man. It's like I don't understand how people forget that he was third string a year ago.
Right.
Behind Trey Lance for a long time, man, and Mr. Irrelevant Brock Purdy. Man, we cannot get. How many times has teams gotten burnt with, a quarterback that basically had one good year, and then you get burnt. We've gotten burnt plenty of times like that. So, it would be a tragedy, if we do that. But it's such a Raider move. But I would be highly, highly upset if we did that. Highly.
I'm with you, because and I said this the other day, Severe. We talked about how the fact is he's only had 1 year of success, and it came under a pretty good offensive coordinator, Kevin O'Connell, a good play caller. So I'm not sure. I'm hoping for the best with Chip Kelly, but I think it just would be a big risk to sign him to a huge contract. Severe, what would you say would be a fair contract for Sam Darnold? Even though it's not going to happen, what would be a fair contract?
A fair contract for Sam Darnold? Or would he be looking for? What
do you think he's worth? What you think he's worth?
Strawberry lemonade, bro.
Exactly, right? Realistically, for a starting quarterback, it's probably the number starting somewhere between 25 and 30. That's realistic for a starting quarterback in the league. So in that range, 25, 30, in that range. I'm not paying him that. I wouldn't even pay him that, but I think what I would pay him is lower than that, but really that's the starting off point. But what he's going to ask for is at least 40, 45, and I'm definitely not paying that. In terms of Kyle Trask, I can see the Raiders bringing him over. Very similar to when we hired Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler, and what they do. They brought over Jarrett Stidham. A little bit of a different situation, because part of the reason they brought him over is because, it was Josh McDaniels. He was bringing his system over, and that's a quarterback that knew the system. But if that's a quarterback that Spytek is comfortable with, he's still fairly young. Fairly talented. I can see them doing something like that. But Sam Darnold is that's a hard no for me.
Man, I'm looking at his the year that he had last year. 35 touchdowns, 12 picks.
He had a good year.
And he's going into free agency. So all I'm saying is that it's probably going to be more than 25 to 30 mil for sure.
Oh, for sure going to be more than that. For sure. Like I said, he's going to like 40, 45 at least. You know,
easy.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah. But we'll see, man. If they do give Sam Darnold a contract, I don't want it to be longer than 2 years. You know what I mean? Like, we're being
he's
honest.
not going to take that though.
He's not going to exactly. Yeah. He's not going to take that.
Yeah.
And then you run the risk of, when you do that, you run the risk of, okay, let's say he's terrible that first year, and then he balls out that second year. He tries to re-up. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And from like a strategic point of view, it kind of like if you sign Sam Darnold to a contract, you kind of take that advantage of having, let's say we all feel like the Raiders should draft a QB at some point, right? It takes away that advantage that you would have having a QB on a rookie deal where you could like allocate your resources towards other positions. You don't have that no more because now you sign a Sam Darnold to a big contract, and then you figure out like most likely I don't know what Sam Darnold like. He could from here on out he could be a pretty good QB, but it's only 1 year. I feel like it would be too risky to give him that type of contract after 1 year under like a good OC, Kevin O'Connell. But we'll see, man. But in other news, like I said earlier, the Athletic beat writers did a mock draft. Speaking of quarterback, they did a mock draft. Let me go ahead and pull this up here. And then we can see the top, 6 picks here. Let's see. Let's take a look here. So it wasn't just, it was the Athletic beat writers overall around the, every beat writer for each team. And number one, they had Travis Hunter going number one. Obviously the Browns get Abdul Carter.
Yeah.
Cam Ward goes number 3. And the Raiders, they have Raiders trading up to number 4. And the trade compensation is for pretty much for the number 4 pick, the Raiders traded their 6th pick in the draft and number 68, which is a third round pick for Sheduer Sanders. Now, every beat writer has the Raiders taking Sheduer Sanders. When it's this much noise, do you think this is going to really happen, or do you feel like this is smoke? Like it's going to end up being a different pick?
Yeah, me personally, man, I've got burnt in the past, just trying to look at these mock drafts. Like honestly, like I am so not interested in mock drafts just because of it's all smoke, man. It's all smoke screens,
right? Especially this early.
I even think back even like the CJ Stroud year. Like deep down inside, I think the Raiders had a big part in just trying to leak all that information about CJ, testing real bad on that written test and all that, like his intelligence. Like I felt like teams like were doing that on purpose to try to throw teams off and make it seem like he was going to slip and slide all far out of the first round and all this trash. So yeah, I don't buy any of it. It's a good story for Vegas to have, Sheduer, but I'm not going to go by just the beat writers. I'll say that because they've proven to be a little bit inaccurate, to say the least.
Right. I mean, Severe. It is early. Just to speak to Chris's point, it is early in the offseason, and like mock drafts, literally like they don't know. Free agency hasn't happened, so teams haven't had a chance to fill their need. Like you got to give it some time. I mean, at what point would you say you would take a mock draft serious?
Late March, late March, most likely after the combine, after free agency, after these 30 visits. That's kind of when you can kind of read. And you can never really take them that seriously, but that's when you can take them their most serious.
More Yeah.
because that's when, like kind of, you like all the research is being done at that point. But even then, right, like as Chris alluded to, that's silly season, right? Teams are using subterfuge. They're throwing stuff out there to throw everybody off the scent because they don't want people to know who they're targeting. So like the S2 cognitive test, right? I remember that. I remember there was a certain person, my guy Rajan, he was saying that CJ Stroud was going to fall out of the first round, right? Like he said he's going to fall. He said teams told him CJ Stroud wasn't going to be drafted in the first round, and a Hendon Hooker had leapfrogged CJ Stroud, right? And CJ Stroud ended up going number 2 overall. So so you can never trust them too much because, like I said, teams know, and smart teams, they know how to manipulate the media and craft these narratives to bend things in their advantage, and they will take full advantage of it. So, you can never really take them too seriously. They're fun to kind of look at the different scenarios and see how they could possibly play out. But you have to take everything with a grain of salt.
Yeah,
and also if you look back at just some of the draft picks that we've had just in the past, some of those guys we don't even bring in for the 30 visit. Like a lot of teams don't, like they use that as a manipulation tool to kind of throw teams. Like there's some teams that's like I think if I bring you in for a 30 visit, you can pretty much, kiss that goodbye, So, it's all chess out here, man.
No, facts, 100%. And speaking of mock drafts, Todd McShay had his mock draft, and he was talking about he went through like a few teams and explained where they can go with the pick and yada yada yada. And he got to Las Vegas, and he just talked about the dynamic of Tom Brady. And I thought it was interesting, just speaking to everybody's point now, is he pretty much talks about.
So that's what makes this spot intriguing. And like, this ain't show family. This is show business, Right. And so Tom worked. I don't think Tom's cutthroat, man. Don't get like the nice smile and all the other stuff twisted. Like he is cutthroat. And so he's not drafting someone because it worked with him or mentored him. And
man, and that's a shot at Sheduer. Because everybody, when they connect the Dr. Sheduer, they're like, "Oh, Tom Brady, he has a relationship with Sheduer. He did the camp, the camp with him, and yada yada yada." But look, McShay even admitted, like, "Hey, Tom Brady is not going to be afraid to pick whoever he needs to pick at pick number 6." So when it's this much smoke with one player, I'm like, by the end of this, we might end up to be taking Will Johnson at number 6, or whoever Mason Graham drops and we draft him, or hey, we might even trade up y'all might not. How do y'all feel about this? Let's say if Cam drops, he gets past the Giants. The Giants end up taking Sheduer at 3. Because in this mock, they have the Giants taking Cam Ward at number 3. Are you still staying pat at number 6?
Yes, I'll let Severe go because I know. Because me, I'll go get him. I ain't gonna lie, I'll go get him, and I'm not usually like that.
Yeah, Chris is the no trade up guy.
I was the president of the no trade up, man.
Man, exactly. I was pounding the table for Jaden. Wasn't it like Jaden had to make the NFC Championship game, and Chris was like, maybe we could have traded.
Maybe, yeah.
So it's like he the president of no trading up. But I still have a difficult time trading up, man, just because like because the Giants, let's say the draft plays out just how we saw there, right? Like the Titans, they take, we're assuming they said they want a generational player, so we're assuming unless they think Cam Ward is that, which they could, we're assuming it's going to probably be Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter, right? And then, like it's if they get past Cleveland and only the Giants, then it's like who else could who behind us would trade up for it? right? The Jets, maybe
Yeah.
maybe the Saints. So like, there's a very good chance if they get past the third pick, like
Steelers.
we might. But how much? But you think the Steelers gonna move up that far for a quarterback?
Yeah. That's not
the
their
thing.
MO.
But
So,
but like if it's your guy, especially at quarterback, I don't think teams like want to wait for the guy to fall to him. Like that's pretty risky. Like, I'm not saying you got like him, but if everybody like in that building, they like, that's our guy, like that's our number one target, and you're basically gonna wait, it would make sense to, if he's there at like what, you had a 6 and he's there at number 4 or number 5, you're like, you're gonna trade him. Even Denver traded for Bo Nix. They traded up one spot, but they traded up one spot. They didn't wait, even though it was like one pick away, right?
Yeah. But I think Denver, because part of that was Denver saw us lose out on Penix, and they thought we might get desperate and try to move up. So they was like, look, we ain't gonna take no chances. We just gonna go up and do it because the Raiders might do it, or maybe they heard, maybe they got wind that we were making calls. I don't know. And like, there's always the element of the unknown. Like last year, nobody knew Atlanta was gonna take Penix. Like that was a tremendous curveball. That pick alone destroyed every mock draft, that year. So like you don't really know for sure with these things, but sometimes you have to stand pat and trust your board, right? Like if there are people on your board that, hey, if he can get past 3, at that point it's only what, 2 more picks, so you might have to play the averages right there, unless you're 100% convinced he's the guy, because there are some blue chip prospects in this draft class, and this is like everybody's saying this is a once in a lifetime running back draft class, right? This is one of the deepest edge classes they've ever seen. It's one of the deepest defensive tackle classes they've ever seen, right? So you got all these positions. 2 of them, the Raiders can use, and really, like, if you look at just in terms of like the hierarchy of importance of players, right? Like right at the 3 at the top, you think is probably quarterback, left tackle, and pass rusher. So you got DT and edge is 2 deep classes. Now you want to take bites away from the apple later on to move up for a guy that you may not be convinced about. That's a risky proposition, especially on a team like this that we're already saying we got 28 free agents. We're not gonna not be able to bring all of them back. So one way we can compensate with that is with some younger, cheaper talent. So we're going to sacrifice that for like I don't know if I'm willing to do that, especially when I think there's a very strong chance a guy will fall to 6.
See,
man, this is crazy, man. A year ago from today, Severe wasn't saying the shit that he was saying. You know what I mean? Look,
Jaden and Michael,
the Raiders were screwed last year because,
different.
but the Raiders were screwed last year because they didn't pull the trigger. Because there was a team in that top 10. I know hindsight is 2020, but the Titans end up taking an offensive lineman. They took that old lineman from Alabama. The Raiders, at 13, they were still, offensive tackles on the board. I think the next pick was an offensive tackle. He went to Fuaga went to the Saints. Yeah. So I could see the Tennessee Titans thinking about the offer that a Raiders team would have, if they were aggressive enough, would have considered, because we can get offensive linemen, plus we get X, Y, and Z picks, and the Raiders get their Michael Penix. Would you rather have Michael Penix, or do you want to have them picks that the Raiders never end up giving up?
See, I'm way more sold on Michael Penix though. I'm more sold on Michael Penix. I was saying that last year though. I'm way higher on Michael Penix than I am. So I'm not doing it for these guys. And there was absolutely no way Michael Penix was. Well, we thought Michael Penix was going to fall, right? Or people was telling me he was going to be in the 2nd round. I was like, yo, bro, he might not make. We might not get him at 13. Remember, in our mock draft, we traded up into the top 10 to get him. So, but I was sold on Michael Penix. Like, that's a guy I was absolutely sold on. I'm like, yo, any other draft class, this dude he's a top 3 pick for sure. The only reason he's not is because Jaden and Caleb are there, and because people are worried about those injuries. But I was saying for the longest, like, Jaden and Michael are my guys over the guy who everybody said was supposed to be generational and Caleb. So like it's a different look. Like if I was as sold on Sheduer or Cam as I was on Michael Penix and Jaden, it'd be a different story. But I'm just not as sold on that. So like I'm like if I miss out on those guys, okay, you know what? Oh well.
But,
like,
if you're not sold, all right. If the Raiders are not sold on Sheduer or Cam, then they shouldn't be drafting them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If they're not sold on, I'm not sold enough on the trade up for them. That's for sure. I'm not sold on the trade. If they're there, if they're available, I'm not adding extra resources in there. You know. But then, like
Chris,
you said, you kind of got to weigh the options, because like we talked about it on the 50-50 show. What's better value, Sheduer at 6 or Jackson in the second round? Jackson Dart in the second round. And I think it was almost unanimous. Everybody said Jackson Dart in the second round.
But look, I think me and Chris are on the same page, man. If Cam Ward is there at number 4 and all we got to do is give up a third round pick, and you get your quarterback, your possible franchise QB who has a higher ceiling. I understand like a Sheduer.
I do it for Cam before Sheduer. But I'm still thinking about it. I'm still like,
See, the thing is, me, and I know Severe feels the same. The thing with trading up is the fact that we had that pick already in the back. Like, so it's the principle of it. It's a principle of it. Like, by us winning a meaningless game, just knowing who was the team that beat, or that we beat
the Jaguars and the Saints.
Yeah, the Jaguars. Yeah, so it was like, man, if we have to, like, I don't know, man. It's definitely the principle of it. But I will have to push back with Severe, because you did say it's such a deep class in certain positions.
Yeah,
that lets me know that we could get some good guys later in those positions later in the draft, though. So, like for instance, if it is a running back or another edge or whatever, I mean, it may not be the top guy, but we can get like a legit dude. If we're just giving up a third pick, we got what, 3 of them this year or 2?
2.
I mean,
2.
Yeah. So yeah, man. I don't know, man. I can't. And again, this comes from somebody that is not into trading up, and I'm there now. I'm there.
And that's part of it. Like you said, it's the principle of it. Like just for, like I said, if Cam is there, I'm closer to saying yes. I'm not quite as sold on Sheduer as other people are. But it's just that, like you said, it's the principle. Like it's like, man, it's like if you like got a pack of cards and you got like somebody rookie card, and then you sold it to somebody else, and then they blow up and be a great player. Then you're like, damn. Later on, you see that same card on eBay. Like, bro, I'm not about to, like, I can't spend my money to buy this card I already had. Like, you look like a fool. You look stupid, right?
You can't do it.
You look dumb. Like, I mean, I had to sell it though. People like, no, you didn't have to. Like, we had to win these games. You didn't have to win the damn thing. This is a decision you made as an organization. So, and now you costing yourself, and that's exactly what we said when it happened. You're gonna cost yourself in the long run. Because people, with AP he gotta win games to come back. Well, guess what? AP gone and we lost the pick. Then now what? Now
just win, baby. Just win, baby. You're not a real Raider if you don't kick rocks.
Hey, man. But hey, look, this conversation, we can keep going with it, but maybe this might change your mind. I mean, it's that time, man. It's around the nation, and this week on Around the Nation, everybody's talking about Sheduer Sanders and Cam Ward. And I think they're at like some type of camp. They're practicing and at UNLV, and man, Cam Ward, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man. He roasted Sheduer. I'm just start off by saying that. But let me go ahead and play this clip. Let's go ahead and hear some of these clips real quick. All right, boom. Let me get rid of this.
They gave you a completion percentage award, and all you did was throw check downs and bubble screens. That's actually crazy. If I did that, my completion percentage would be 90. I throw the ball downfield, you don't. You ran the ball. You had a run game.
So I don't know if you guys can hear it, but he's talking about how he would have won he got an award because of a completion percentage. yada, yada, yada. But, you know, it's just him going back and forth. But I think there's another clip here. Let me try to go ahead and set it up. Oh, man, hold on.
Oh, bro, that's what I'm about in life. You see Pete over there watching us? Yeah, you want me, you don't want you. Hey, bro.
Cam Ward is just going in, man. He's just going in. Let's
Shit too. Me and you in the Super Bowl. Hey, I know your weaknesses. We gonna have that thing turned up. I know your weaknesses. I know your weaknesses. I know all I gotta do is call RJ Stone. Who's that? My old teammate Wazoo popped your ass. That's all you threw. That's why you got a 70% completion rate. All you do is this, LeJohn, bubble screen.
What you doing with
Touchdown.
What you doing with Sheduer?
I ain't throwing no bubble screens. We did on something. Come on, man. You know you ain't first. We thought we're number 1, you were number 2.
You're not gonna be the first pick.
Who said anything about that?
And I know you're not going.
Hey, why them boys captain said you going to number 6? We both know that ain't true.
That was sick, gang.
Man, what is they doing?
I stopped buying TVs.
What is they doing, man? What's wrong with these people?
Be quick.
Those screens every game. You average about 15 screens a game. That's what's crazy, bro.
I'll do what my team needs to win. If we got those screens, those screens.
So why you ain't doing it in the bowl game?
Huh?
You ain't do what your team needs to win the bowl game.
You didn't either. You didn't do what your team needs.
You didn't either. So I
You
guess we
quit on
both
your
sucked
team,
in.
bro.
I guess we both sucked.
Hey, he quit on his team.
Man, Cam Ward was just if they
roasting.
But you could, man, Cam, and there's like a quote he had the other day too about him, like you know, he's gonna be feeling sorry for these teams that pass up on him or something to that effect. I'm paraphrasing, but like Cam got a huge chip on his shoulder, got a whole lot of confidence. You could tell he just seemed like a little bit more mentally tougher. It feels like. I think he'll be perfect for the Raiders, because Raider fans, we're so quick to like, this dude is trash. He's a bust, or he's this. You gotta be tough, mentally tough at that quarterback position. And I felt like, you know, for years, I'm not gonna say his name, we weren't, you know, that tough.
Shit. Yeah.
But I mean, what do you like, Chris? What did you take from these clips? I mean, they're going back and forth. They were just roasting each other. I mean, they're still cool. There's nothing too crazy going on between them. But like, what was your take from these clips?
I love it, man. I love it, and you know, that's what I want in my quarterback. I want some guy with some fire. You know, I want a guy that can that got thick skin. You know, like that's not gonna crumble if someone doesn't like him. And you know, I love everything about it. You know, he's earned everything he's gotten. Severe would tell you coming into this season, I didn't even like Cam Ward. I mean, he earned everything. Like, he made me a believer, man. And it was just strictly by his play, man. You know, I was able to watch him objectively and really see what he did. And now I'm, you know, that's my guy. He's my QB1 by far. But I love somebody with that kind of spirit, man. That's what we need. Honestly, that's what we need. That whole vanilla thing ain't gonna work. The only people that don't like that is gonna be the people that didn't like the halftime show.
Exactly, man. Facts. Facts.
It's a direct correlation. Y'all should have me on here at night, y'all. Talk.
Chris,
man, that was a good one. I like that. Severe, man, what's your take, man? What's your take on these clips, these viral clips?
Yeah, I love it, man. I love the competition, right? Like, you know, first of all, as Chris was saying, like, both those guys are thick-skinned. Ain't neither one of them getting overly sensitive about, you know, roasting each other. And Cam, that dude, like, he got it out the mud, man. The dude was he's a 0-star recruit. He was at Incarnate World, right? Literally, right. 0-star recruit, right? But in the last, I think it was Steve. I think it was Steve Oriana who pointed out. Shout out to Steve. He pointed out that the last guy, you know, that went from, you know, 0-star recruit to being a top 10 pick at quarterback was Aaron Rodgers. So, you know, like you got to get it out the mud like that. Like, you know, those guys, he ain't had nothing given to him, right? So those guys are built different. But what I am thinking about is that if we draft Cam Ward, bro, we're gonna have to get a whole new QB room, man. A whole new a whole new. Because can you imagine him at practice roasting Aiden? Oh my God, bro! Aiden would fold up.
It
bro.
would be like Spencer Rattler. What Spencer Rattler did to that kid in high school.
His teammate, his
Oh
teammates in
yeah,
high school.
that was wild. That was wild.
Yeah, man. Aiden will fold up, bro. He not used to that kind of like he ain't used to nobody talking to him like that. He be like
who is like that at quarterback? Who's like that at quarterback that talks a lot of trash? I mean, for the one from recent memory that I can remember, just over the years. I mean, I hate the Chargers, but Phillip Rivers. I used to love
Phillip Rivers.
I used to love Phillip Rivers because because he used to talk trash. I'm like, man, this dude, man.
I've been on record saying that so much, man. Wouldn't even cuss, but he still talked that talk.
Exactly.
Right.
Talk that talk.
Right.
In the name of Jesus.
But
I think Cam was a trash talker. I think Cam was a trash talker.
Oh yeah.
Cam Newton. Okay. But like currently, is there any?
I don't want to talk now though. I want to talk.
Josh Allen, do. I think Josh get a little spicy.
Oh Josh. Man, if you know, you know, man. This Cam Newton and his long-winded deal. That's funny.
Josh. I think Josh does talk trash. Yeah, Josh is a trash talker. Is there anybody else I can think of?
Baker.
Oh, Baker. What you call it? I think Max said Mahomes be talking trash.
Oh yeah, Mahomes do.
Yeah.
But I think you gotta provoke him though.
Yeah.
You gotta provoke him.
Yeah, and Max seems like an agitator. Like he's he'll get under your skin, and he gets under Mahomes' skin. So.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. Baker man, though, Baker for sure. I know Baker. Baker talking all kind of trash.
Yeah, Baker probably get wild with it.
And you know what it is too? It's not even the fact that he's talking trash. It's a certain like you guys mentioned, and it's that mental toughness. I feel like, man, a Raider quarterback has to have that. Like it have to. You got to have that at that position, I'm sure. But like to be a quarterback for the Raiders, you could just tell like it can't be no pushover. Like will react to every little criticism on social media. Like he got to. I don't know. He got to be able to like overcome or at least not even react to stuff like that. And I think Cam would be perfect, but it is like, man, the Raiders picking number 6, and the likelihood of them drafting him is going to be pretty low, unless maybe Cam rubs teams the wrong way. You know what I mean? Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if
he won't though. He won't.
Yeah. He's basically McShay, I think it was McShay was saying, but he's not consensus number 1 quarterback, but for the most part, most people say he's a quarterback. And we were just talking about the unreliability of mock drafts, right? You look at mock drafts from a month ago, it's 2-3 weeks ago in some instances, right? Like a lot of them had, Sheduer as a lock, number 1 overall pick. And, just a few weeks later, now, it's he falling outside of the top 3 and most of them, falling outside the top 5 and a lot of them as well. So things can change, and depending on, different strokes for different folks. So some teams might fall in love with Cam Ward and his upside, and some people might fall in love with Sheduer and his, his steadiness and his high floor. So it just depends on what you prefer right there. But Cam Ward's been my number 1 QB for a while. So if I had to choose between the two, I'm choosing Cam. But like I said, I know a lot of Raider Nation that they have already fallen in love and made up their mind that Sheduer Sanders is going to be a Raider. So we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, it'd be interesting too, because like if we all know like Tom Brady is going to have a huge say on who that quarterback is going to be. Like he's going to be in the room. He's going to be all over that pick for sure. If the Raiders, let's say, go for like a Cam Ward, hypothetically speaking, if that happens, that says a lot about Tom Brady. Like I like it. He's going after a guy that he he can't even compare to. Like his skill set is completely different. Like you would think a guy like Tom Brady, if he would go after a quarterback, that's the I think that's a lot of the reasons why I think people are connecting the dots with Sheduer is not because there's a relationship there, but also the play style. You know what I mean? He's more of like he's more of a pocket passer. You know, he's accurate. You know what I mean? I mean, he doesn't have the greatest arm, but Tom Brady didn't have the greatest arm. So like people are connecting the dots like, oh, that's a Tom Brady guy. But with Cam, he's kind of the prototypical quarterback of today's NFL. So if like Tom Brady is getting if he, for whatever reason, if the Raiders end up getting Cam Ward, I think we might be in good hands because we got people up top that is willing to, make moves that represent today's NFL. You know what I mean? I feel like in the past we're trying to recreate something from the past, and I hate that. Like I want
everybody.
Yeah, just like come on, man. Like just it's really that simple, man. Today's NFL, like you got to have certain players at certain positions that have a certain skill set. But that being said, I guess it's a good segue, man. We're gonna do our first mock draft, and it's only gonna be the first 6 picks. We're gonna do a mock draft, and I think I'm gonna have it lined up here. Let's see. Actually, before we even get into the mock draft, just keep it light. And I know the chat. If y'all haven't already, make sure to clock in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I want, Chris, Severe, I want y'all to build the perfect lineup. And if you had $15 to spend.
Oh, one of these.
It's one of these. So let me go ahead. Here we go. Let's see. Boom. Right there. Perfect lineup.
For the 15
$15 to spend. I'm gonna have to write this down because I know I gotta make sure. Let me see what we got. Hold on.
They putting some respect on Brock, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah. They really are.
I think that, and plus like I think they purposely did it randomly so then people could be real creative in how they build their teams.
Possibly
because they got like Mahomes at 3. And they got Burrow at $1.
Bro, at $1, they got Jalen Hurts over Joe Burrow. Like, come on.
All right, so I'm gonna let y'all get a chance to see what that first move would be. Let's see.
All right.
So 15.
Let me see.
That's 10.
I started.
It's 10. I got 5 more to play with. 5 more.
To play with.
So we go Chris.
I might be able to rock with that.
So Severe, who's a guy that you're like for sure gonna be getting?
Joe Burrow for $1. Hell, it's Joe Burrow for $1, bro. What?
Yeah. Yeah. Had to.
Catch me stealing, bro. What? For $1?
Bro.
For sure taking Burrow.
All right. All right.
And then I can get a little spicy after that if I want to. If I want to get a little spicy. I already know that there's a back right there for $2, but I spent $2 on you.
$2 holla.
That's that $2 million we wouldn't give you either.
Yeah. All right. So look. So basically, you got to get a quarterback, receiver, and tight end. That's pretty much what it's going to be. I think.
Quarterback, 2 receivers, and a tight end.
Okay.
Quarterback, running back, 2 receivers, and a tight end.
All right. There you go. So you got Burrow.
So I got Burrow for $1, right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna get a little spicy. I'm gonna go up and get Saquon. That puts me at 6. Then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna roll my guy. I'm gonna go with Malik Neighbors. Go Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors, that's 9. Then I'm gonna go.
What about the middle though? Don't be skipping. Don't be skipping columns.
No, but we can get any receiver. I gotta go pick from that one column right
there. I thought you had to do one from each line. You got to pick from
that one column. I thought we just have to. As long as positions is cool. As long as the positions are straight.
Okay, I mean, it might be. I don't know. It's Pharaoh's your game. My bad. I was looking line by line, but okay, that's a good point.
Yeah, I thought as long as the positions are straight.
Yeah, you know what? I should have been clear with the rules. You know what? Let's actually do it by that. I think that's probably more simple. Yeah, by column. So you gotta pick someone from the dollar column. You gotta pick someone from the $2 column, so on and so forth. So
okay. So you talking
no, you talking about up and down. He meant up and down column.
Yeah, up and down.
Up and down.
That's what I thought.
Oh no, I was saying like just pick someone from the dollar column, pick someone from the $2 column, because I think eventually it adds up to.
No, we gotta get. As long as we stay under 15, right? As long as we stay under 15. So I think we just gotta have a quarterback, a running back, 2 receivers, and a tight end. But I'll go to vertical columns if that's what y'all want. I got a quarterback, then I got to go running back.
That makes sense because he got
yeah. Can we line it up? Okay. I'll do it that way. I'll do it that way. Okay, so
we'll do the vertical. We'll do vertical. Okay.
I'm still going Burrow. I'm still going Barkley. So
Okay.
that puts me at 6, right? Puts me at 6.
Okay.
Okay. In that case, then I am going CD. And that puts me at what? That puts me at 8. Then I'm gonna go shoot.
So, did you say are you still sticking with Neighbors?
Nah. So we going vertically. Then I'm gonna go CD right there. And then in that column, I'm gonna go in Neighbors column. I'm gonna go Jay Jettas. And I think that puts me at 13, right? And then I'm gonna go Sam Laporta, and I'm gonna pocket $1 for some now and laters, and I'm good.
There you go. Okay. That's some bargain shopping right there.
Oh, who did you go after Lamb?
So I got Burrow, Barkley, Lamb, Jettas, and Sam Laporta.
Okay.
I got that. Yeah. I already know Chris going with Jacobs.
You already know. Somebody can give the ball 1,000 times.
All right.
I think I got mine.
You got yours?
Yeah.
And chat, y'all let us know who got the best lineup. Y'all put together y'all lineup and y'all let us know who got the best one. Which is me. So y'all can choose between Pharaoh and Chris who got the. We know I won it already.
They already ain't gonna like mine though. You already know. I'm picking the one that they hate. So okay, I'll rock out. I'm Burrow. Give me Burrow for the $1.
You got to do it.
Got to. Give me Joshua. Give me Joshua for the 2. Give me Joshua. Give me CD for the 2. Okay. And then let me get Jettas and Bowers, baby. Let's get it.
I ain't mad at that.
Let's get it.
So you have Burrow. You have Burrow, and then you got who's number 2?
JJ.
Josh Jacobs.
Okay.
And CeeDee Lamb. And Jettas and Bowers.
Hey, I ain't mad at it.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised they got CD. I mean, Brian Thomas is cold. I'm surprised
Thomas is cold.
I like Puka, man. I ain't gonna lie. I like Puka. I ain't like it for $4 though. I ain't like it for $4.
Exactly. But I'm surprised they got Neighbors that low, bro. People
Neighbors cold.
Like, bro, Neighbors had the records that Brock broke. Neighbors had them. Brock broke them week 17. It's like he was cold, and people talk about like neither one of them had no quarterback, and Neighbors played 2 less games. Like Neighbors is cold.
Oh, fire.
Like them was 2 man. Like that's 2 generational guys right there in that draft. And the guy everybody thought was gonna be the dude, Marvin Harrison. He ain't panned out yet.
I think he will eventually, but yeah, it ain't. All right, Pharaoh,
I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna have to do something different. I'm gonna do something different. So let me go. Let me go Lamar.
Ooh,
I'm going Lamar.
I ain't mad at that.
Pharaoh shop at Whole Foods. That's what I can tell.
Oh yeah, but it's all fun and games when he has Lad McConkey.
Exactly.
He's gonna have Lad.
He can buy the whole organic eggs or stuff. Like, these free range eggs.
Oh man, organic eggs for sure. Give me Bijan for $1.
That's not bad for $1. That ain't bad for $1.
It's not bad at all for $1.
Let's see. After that, let's go next. Ooh.
You better stay in the clearance. You better stay in the clearance aisle.
Man, exactly. He gonna be at the register begging for some change. Like, yeah,
right.
Can I hold $1 real quick?
You know what? I'll take Chase for $5. I'll take Chase for $5.
Ooh-wee.
Okay, there you see a high roller.
Yeah, big money.
He get the insurance on his rental cars. He pay for that.
You like to add the like no.
Y'all funny. Y'all funny as hell. All right, let me get ooh.
Go ahead, go with Lad. Go ahead, figure your.
You got to. You gonna have to go Lad.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna get the. No, I don't have to. I could take Neighbors. I could take Neighbors for $3.
Yeah, that's a solid choice. That's a solid choice.
And then either Laporta or McBride. McBride's a beast too.
McBride's a beast too.
Yeah. McBride's a beast too.
I like Laporta, but doing McBride is a dog.
I'll take McBride. Fuck it. And that get me at 15. I'll take him at 15.
Okay.
I ain't mad.
Something a little different.
Yeah.
Man,
sorry I had to take the best team, man. Sorry. Chat. Who got the best squad, man? Put PTS in the chat, man, if y'all think I got the best squad, man. I know y'all hate JJ. I know y'all hate JJ, but my squad crazy.
That's a good deal though. You can't JJ for $2. I can't get
mad. Hold up. Let's make it official. Hold up. All right. So hold up. So Severe's team is Burrow, Saquon, Lamb,
Jettis,
and Laporta.
Yeah.
And Laporta. So Burrow, Saquon, Lamb, Jettis, and Laporta. That's Severe's team. Chris's team is Burrow, Jettis, Lamb, Josh Jacobs, and Bowers.
Yeah. That's a good team too.
I think I knew what Chris was doing when he put Bowers in there, and he knows a lot of Raider fans watch the show. So
exactly.
It's strategy, you know. He's strategic.
If he wins
the vote, if he wins the popular vote,
yeah, the love for Bowers will be more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bowers is for the non-halftime enjoyers.
and I was thinking about going with Mahomes, but I was like, you know what, fuck the Chiefs. So I went Lamar, Bijan, Chase, Neighbors, and McBride at tight end.
Yeah.
So
Mahomes at $3 is a good deal though.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a great deal. It's the best quarterback in the NFL. Best quarterback in the NFL. Best quarterback I've ever seen in my life.
Man, exactly.
If we're being honest, but
honest, facts.
No one's had that conversation. But yeah, let us know in the chat who got the perfect lineup. Y'all, I know y'all cracking jokes in the chat right now. But yeah, let us know in the chat, man. Make sure to click in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Let's get to that mock draft, man. We'll get out of here, man. Let's do this, man. First, we're only doing 6 picks. Let me how do I get out of here? All right. Boom. All right. So we can do this on normal speed. And then we got this. Titans.
Browns.
The Browns.
Doo-doo Browns.
The Doo-doo Browns. The Giants. Jaguars.
We ain't much better.
Yeah, I know, right? And who else? Who am I leaving out? Patriots.
Patriots.
6. Yeah, that's 6. All right, so we're just doing the first 6 picks. This is an early mock draft. Y'all gonna be seeing plenty of these this offseason. Give me 1 second. Let's just go in there. All right. So number 1 pick, Tennessee. And what I tell you, man, they already got Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh right now who's their quarterback? They already said, Glazer came out and said that Russell Wilson's not coming back. And he didn't seem too bullish about Justin Fields coming back.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either.
So, and Tomlin and Steelers, the Steeler fans, I think they're getting tired of going one and done in the playoffs, and because mostly it has something to do with them not having a quarterback.
Yeah.
Pick 21, 52, I think is a second round pick. Then the third round pick, I believe, and then a future second and third. Will y'all do this, or are y'all? Yeah, I'm rejecting.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
What the hell? This is no first round picks. We like multiple. Come on, man. This is just trying to shortchange again. Look at that.
Yeah,
we rejecting that. So, if you're the Titans, who do you think they're gonna go with?
Me personally,
I can look through this. I mean,
I think they're gonna go Cam. Honestly,
you think they're gonna go Cam?
Yeah, just because they know they blew it on Levis.
Yeah,
they blew it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see them going.
What y'all think?
I can see them going Cam. I think I can see them going Cam. I can definitely see them going Cam. But I think they just got a new GM too, so I think he has a little more leash than I think other, unless you work for the Raiders, then all bets are off. But Raiders get your ass up out of there quick.
Yeah.
But I think he has a little more leash. The other guy got fired fairly quickly. I think the guy they just hired. He's supposed to be some hot shot, young up and coming guys, really really respected around the league. So I think he has an opportunity to go best player available. I think he has that leash.
Travis.
So yeah, I think I'm seeing Travis or I'm seeing Abdul Carter. They're if they want to strengthen. I mean, either way, that's both defensive picks. They got Jeffrey Simmons on the defensive line. I think they got Arden Key. I can't even think of anybody outside of that. At corner, I know they spent a high pick on Caleb Farley not that long ago. But he's kind of washed out. I don't even know who their corners are. They just picked up. They got L'Jarius Sneed. So, do they really need a corner? I think Abdul Carter. Guy said he wants a generational talent.
Ooh, Abdul Carter.
Yeah, I said he wants.
See, look. Early mock drafts have them like picking Abdul Carter first round. I seen Travis Hunter, but Brian Callahan, who's the head coach, he's an offensive minded coach. OC. He was a QB coach for the Raiders for some years, and then he went to the Bengals and was an OC for them, and then obviously eventually became the head coach for the Titans. He wasn't there when they drafted a QB.
Yeah,
when they drafted that started this year. Levis. Levis had every opportunity to do anything, and he didn't do anything. He doesn't have any confidence. I don't think he has any confidence within the organization. In my opinion, I don't like. All I remember him is just being a meme. Him being on his knees and just head over his head, looking at an interception, it just was all bad for him last season. So I can see quarterback, but I mean, I guess I'm the tiebreaker, so I'll go Cam. I think Cam is like, there's no way they can pass him. I want Cam to drop, but I don't think Cam's going to drop. So
Let's see. So then Cleveland's on the clock. I think that makes it easy for them. I think it's only really one player they can really go with. And I think they got to go with the recent requests that were made. I think they got to go Abdul.
Ooh.
I think they got to go Abdul Carter with Miles, because Miles Garrett requested trade. If they fulfill that trade request, I think they need a guy. They need a guy that replaces him. And then I've been hearing rumors that once Atlanta jettisons Kirk Cousins, there's a strong connection with him and Stefanski. So there's a very good chance he can land with the Browns. So they likely get Kirk Cousins as a free agent. They draft Abdul Carter.
All right. I mean, I can see that. I could rock with that. I mean, how you feel about that, Chris?
Yeah. I mean, I could. Yeah, I can see that. I guess I can see that. I think they really. I still think they want a quarterback, but yeah. Abdul Carter be.
Do y'all believe that, like, because we're hearing this, like, that Dion is kind of making it known to teams that, like, don't even think about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't even think. And I think the Browns is one of those teams where he's telling like behind the scenes. And I know there was that clip of I forgot, it was a clip. There's a camera following Sheduer everywhere, and he was just like, oh man, like whoever he was with, one of his boys was like, man, you play with the Browns all the time. He's like, oh yeah, that's my team. I like what they got going on. I don't know if that's smoke. That's like,
man, Browns fans don't like what the Browns got going on.
Nah, they don't. They don't. Don't let them fool you.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, bro. They got nothing out there, bro. Nothing. You got Nick, a broken down Nick Chubb.
Broken down.
They don't even got Amari no more. Who even got a wide receiver? Like, I can't name a skill player. David Njoku. That's like they got
Nick, Njoku. They
Nick
got
Chubb and then Njoku.
What's his name? The old buddy from Alabama, the receiver, Jared Judy.
Oh, Jerry Judy. Oh yeah, Jerry Judy. Yeah, Jerry Judy did come on pretty strong.
Yeah, he bought out last year for him. Yeah,
he came up big later on in the year.
Nick Chubb's a free agent too. Nick Chubb's a free agent.
Yeah. Nick Chubb
is he done?
Yeah, the Chico sticks, bro. That's his bullshit done.
Oh yeah, he done. He lost all his drive. Yeah. So I say Abdul Carter, man. Yeah, for the Browns, I'm cool with that.
All right, so Dallas is knocking on the door. They're willing to trade.
What are they trading for? Ashton Jenkins?
Sheduer.
Why would they trade? They got Dak.
Or
they got to be trading for Trav. They got to be trading for Trav.
Someone. But look, pick 12, 44. Yeah. Would you accept it for Dallas? I mean, for the Giants, you think they'll accept this?
Yeah, I wouldn't take that.
Reject
and
that.
a future second round pick.
I need a future first.
Yeah, they're rejecting that and taking Sheduer unless they get a few first in there.
Ooh, okay.
They pick 3 and they want 248. Atlanta want who are they trading up for?
Atlanta's goofy for saying you got to put in 248.
Exactly. Who's Atlanta trading up for? They gotta, because they got Drake London. They got
a running back. They got
Bijan. They got 2. Shoot, and they got a second receiver. Darnell Mooney played pretty well as a second receiver.
Yeah.
They got a tight.
They want to address the line. Offensive line, maybe.
Yeah.
And their D was kind of shaky though, wasn't it?
Yeah. They need a pass rusher, but Abdul Carter is going. So let's say trading up for Mason Graham, trying to duplicate what they had with Grady Jarrett.
Yeah. So we reject this one.
I don't. You're rejecting that.
Yeah.
The Giants going with Sheduer. Giants going with Sheduer. Dable's on his last leg. Dable has to win. He has to win. So if they don't win, if Dable don't win, he's up out of there.
So the Patriots at number 4. I'm thinking they want to maybe add a weapon for Drake May. Because who they have?
Nobody. They bombed on receivers like every year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. If this plays out like this.
I mean, best player. I mean, Travis. They could be like, Travis, I know you said corner, but hey, you can play receiver for us. You know what I mean? They could easily go Travis Hunter. So
yeah, if Trav falls there, Patriots are probably Patriots taking him.
Yeah, I see that one too. Yeah,
I see him taking Trav.
Damn, him and Christian Gonzalez at corner. That's
nasty. That's nasty.
That's crazy.
A whole lot of, man, that's a whole lot of athleticism and height at corner, man. That's crazy. No fly zone.
Nasty. Yep. So, Chris, we going with Travis?
I don't know. A part of me still will say T-Mac, just because let's just give them.
You don't even like T-Mac.
I don't. But it makes too much sense, though.
Why? Because he's slow. Sense. Is he slow?
Not necessarily. I just don't see what everybody else sees it.
Okay. Man, I think it's Travis, man. I think it's best player available here.
I think you get the best of both worlds too.
And if they really wanted to, they could easily be like, "Hey, just play receiver."
Exactly. Like Christian, you got it. All right, Trav, you playing receiver today.
Right.
We playing the Raiders. All right. Well, Christian, you get Jacoby and whoever over there on the other side.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Let's go with Travis here. All right, so Seattle's knocking on our door. Pick 18, pick 50, pick 82. So that's like a second, third, and a future second for number 5 and number 1. Okay, we're rejecting that one, right?
Rejecting that. Yeah. Rejecting that.
It's a lot of bad trade ups, right? Pick number 7. Ooh.
Now I may do that.
Second round pick. 2 spots.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who they.
That's why the Jets. That's why the Jets terribly run organization. Like, what are they getting?
even the simulator know they on some BS.
Exactly.
I would accept this though. I ain't gonna lie. This is actually a pretty good because they're only dropping 2 spots and they're getting the second round pick. And it's early.
I would take it. Yeah, you gotta take that. You gotta take that.
Yeah. I don't know who they would get though.
Who would they want though?
They drafted Will Campbell. Offensive tackle.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So the Chargers, the stinking Chargers,
and we want us to move to 22nd, and we not getting another first. outside of your damn mind.
Yeah, we're rejecting that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Why Denver, man?
The whole AFC West trying to trade with us. They want Mason Graham.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Hey, the simulator for sure is trying to be funny, bro. They trying to be funny.
Yeah, they are.
We rejecting it. All right, Raiders on the board. That's what everybody wanted to see. So Mason Graham is available.
Yeah.
T-Mac is available.
Yeah.
I don't want this, but
no, we ain't doing that, bro.
Raiders can mess around.
I will fly to Henderson and slap the shit out of Spy Tech. We do that, bro. I will slap the taste.
This will be Pete Carroll. I'm telling you, if we draft,
I will, bro.
Pete Carroll's old ass. We be like, oh,
y'all will see.
Lynch.
Well, what's that thing that pop up on your phone? What's a silver alert? Y'all will get a silver alert on your phone.
Will Johnson at corner. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm leaning toward. I ain't gonna lie. We got to get Mason Graham, bro.
It's Mason Graham, T-Mac, or Will Johnson. And really, for me, it's Will Johnson or Mason Graham. Will Johnson is my personal favorite player in the draft, but you got Mason Graham there, and we kind of need a guy that can be that big body in the middle of a defense. John Jenkins is older. I think you kind of got to go Mason Graham here. You got to go Mason Graham.
No,
Will Johnson.
I agree.
But
yeah, I agree. Make a strength stronger. Like literally, like that defensive line, especially because if you think about it, Christian Wilkins, how long is he going to be on that contract? That contract was with Telesco. Like that previous regime. How old is he? like usually when players sign like these 5-year, 6-year deals, they're really like 2-year deals because they don't want to pay them the rest of that contract. And you get a Mason Graham.
And then you kind of look at, you take. I mean, if we hadn't made a mistake 2 years ago, but you look at the blueprint that the Eagles kind of put in front of us, right? Who would they grab? Jordan Travis first round, and what they do right after that, they doubled up and picked up Jalen Carter, and then what they do later on in the first round of that draft, Nolan Smith, and then what they do this past year, right? They got Quinion Mitchell this last year.
You mean Jordan like Davis? You mean was it Jordan Davis?
Jordan Davis, yeah. What I say, Jordan Travis? Jordan Davis, yeah. Jordan Davis, and then Jalen Carter, then Nolan Smith, and then so they were building up the trenches, and then that's how they were able to win the Super Bowl. Getting harassing Mahomes all game long without even having to send an extra defender on the blitz. So we ran a whole bunch of 5-man fronts last year. We ain't got to do that. You got Max Crosby, Christian Wilkins, Mason Graham, and whoever you put on the other side, whether it be Caleb Vaughn, whether it be Coombs, like you got the makings of a hellacious pass rush. So I think that's I think that and that just makes everybody that makes Jack Jones better if he's still around. That makes Jacorian Bennett if he's still around, right? So I think at that point, like Mason Graham.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Just look we just seen a Super Bowl with the Eagles, and look what they did. You know what I mean? Like look at their defensive line. Look at the trend. It's the game is won in the trenches. So if you got someone that's special like this at pick number 4, which a lot of people, the consensus is like this dude is like the third top 3 player in the draft. You know what I mean? Top 3, top 4 player, and he's going to be there at 6.
Yeah, relentless, man. The dude's relentless.
Chris is a Wolverines fan, so he knows firsthand.
Chris. Chris. You watched him every Saturday. So,
oh my God, he single-handedly is the reason why we upset Ohio State and beat them, man. Because Chip Kelly thought it was a good idea to try to run it up the middle. That was our only, because Will Johnson was hurt, so Mason Graham was just acting a fool that game, man. Just acting a fool. So the dude's relentless. I mean, a work ethic out this mind, strong as an ox. He's at lunch pail guy. He's and then he's he ain't gotta worry about him getting in trouble and any of that stuff. He's a dog. He's a dog.
Where do you see him playing at defensive tackle? Is he more of that 3 technique, pass rushing?
He could do both, honestly. Yeah, he could be 3. Because the thing is, for as big as he is, man, he can move. He got quick get off. He'll be able to stunt. All that. So, and honestly, in Patrick Graham's system, he provides that flexibility. So he's gonna be a problem.
He reminds me of this might be reaching, but that defensive tackle for the 49ers back in the day, or was he a defensive end?
No.
Was it Justin Smith? Is it Justin Smith?
Justin Smith. Oh yeah, he was a.
Yeah,
I think he was a. I think he was a. I think he's a 5 technique and a 3-4. Yeah, he was like a 5 technique.
But if he played 4-3, he would be a D tackle. You know what I mean? Kind of like Richard Seymour was that for the Patriots, and then came to the Raiders and he played D tackle.
Yeah,
exactly.
Mason Graham, I think we all can agree he's going to be the pick, but there is a possibility they can go corner. Will Johnson.
I'm not mad at that at all.
Will Johnson special.
Just Pete Carroll's background of building the Legion of Boom, that secondary, big long guy. Will Johnson, probably arguably, some people can argue that he's the best corner in the draft, better than.
I think he's the best pure corner in the draft. Yeah.
Oh, I don't think it's arguably. It's
yeah.
I don't think that's an argument.
Yeah.
So it's either. So do you think it's either between Mason Graham and Will Johnson if it really came down to it?
Yeah, for me it is. Yes. I mean, only reason I'm hesitating on Mason Graham is just because we're going to end up investing a lot of money at the defensive tackle. I mean, on the defensive line with Max Wilkins, and if we pay Coombs, or if we pay Chase on, that's gonna be a lot of money. But like I said, and this is a copycat league. Everybody sees the blueprint that was just laid out by the Eagles. So they fortified the trenches, and they got 2 corners, rookie corners later on. So I think we might do something similar.
Yeah,
I think I think I want Max to kind of like, put the money where his mouth is, man. Like he wants to play for a winner. I don't want him to take less money, but I want him to be able to be flexible with his contract, so maybe it could intertwine well with, while Wilkins is getting paid a lot and all that stuff, so we can, kind of make it work, man. I don't want to hear about all this crying about not being on a winner, but if you want to be on a winner, then think about the stuff that Tom Brady did. Yeah, Tom Brady got all them rings for a reason. Like it ain't like, yes, he is great, but he sacrificed a lot. People don't realize that, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think he was ever the highest paid quarterback. At no point was he the highest paid quarterback in the league.
Yeah. He was a winner, man. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Mason Graham and make it official. Jacksonville. Oh, I guess because I picked him.
Yeah, you forgot they traded back.
Okay. I'm just gonna reject them.
Meddling kids.
Exactly.
Would you accept this for Jacksonville?
I might do that.
They would pick another. So they have pick 42, and they have another second round pick, their own second round pick. So if they trade down again, they'll get like 3 second round picks.
I might do that for them, because what does Jacksonville need? They don't need. They need offensive line. You kind of hoping because they got. Yeah, receiver. Yeah, who they got a receiver?
Who's their tight end? Ty Warren with
Oh, that would be clean. It was what you call it? Oh boy, Evan Ingram. But I think he's a free agent though.
Oh, okay.
I think he's a free agent. Evan Ingram. He's a dog too, though. I think he put up 1,000 yards last year. I think.
So this is Dallas trade.
Warren would be he'll be a good safety blanket for a quarterback.
Yeah.
Man, it's a few teams that's trading up. So Dallas got our trade offer. Chicago got a trade offer. 10
and 41.
Yeah, I do that one first.
And Green Bay got like a little sad trade offer. You know what I mean? Hella desperate. Yeah. So we doing this one? All right, we gonna accept it.
Yeah, I'll do that one, and then
Will Johnson goes to Carolina.
I get T-Mac. I get T-Mac.
Damn, they cleaning up Jacksonville.
Yeah.
They got 3 trade offers. Okay, so in Indy saying pick 14 and a third round pick. No. So probably I'll say probably draft him right now at this point, because it's like third round pick.
Exactly. They just like at this point it's like dang.
Because realistically speaking, I think if at pick number 5, Jacksonville had that pick, I think they're picking Mason Graham, because I think they need a D tackle. They need a D tackle too. So if he's there, I mean,
I don't know, man. I think they're gonna go all in to try to give Trevor what he need though.
Some help. I can see that too. They got Brian. They got Brian. Yeah, they got Brian Thomas. They put a tight end. They put another tight end over there. Like especially if Evan Ingram goes, Tyler Warren, I can see that.
Okay. What's up with ETN? ETN stay hurt though, don't he?
Guess who on the board? Guess who on the board?
Tataroa? Yeah, they got to take.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'll go there. Honestly,
or Ashton Genty.
Nah, I ain't doing that, bro. They hell no.
Yeah, give me another receiver. If
Tyler Warren. I think. I
personally do like.
I heard Evan Ingram might be a situation where they might release him because of contract.
Yeah,
it might be a possibility. And then you got.
You know what, man? With the cap going up, I wonder if there's going to be less cap casualties. People that usually would be like on that bubble.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, but usually cap casualties happen when their play doesn't match what they're getting paid.
Yeah.
Feel what I'm
Evan
saying?
Ingram
So,
was just hurt this past year because he was hurt this past year. The year before, he put up 1,000 yards. I want to say so. He played well before.
Yeah,
And you
I
put
feel like
him.
he gets hurt often though.
He does.
Yeah, I'm about to say it seems like he always.
He's a
yeah.
man. He's a freak of nature, man. At tight end, he's a freak of nature.
fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Him
then
and Njoku.
they need to figure out their GM situation. I don't even think they hired a GM yet. So
They don't have a GM yet either. Yeah, that's
They
the
don't
crazy.
have a
They
GM.
don't have a GM yet.
Oh, that's right. Oh man,
Yeah.
I hope Bo Champ get it, man.
He not even finalist. They did
Yeah,
him
he
dirty.
not
They
finalist.
did it.
yeah.
Nah, they interviewed him virtually, probably some Rooney Rule stuff, and then they announced they finalists. He wasn't included,
Yeah.
and then right after that, the Raiders and Champ parted ways.
Like, I don't know. I wonder why they let him go. Like, I mean, I guess maybe Spytek probably one of his own guys in there that he trusts. I guess. I don't know.
I mean, you almost honestly, you almost got to bring in your own guys at that point.
Right.
Yeah,
If
especially
it's
at
really
that position of assistant GM, you kind of got to do it.
Yeah. So I think we all can agree that probably might be a weapon for
Oh, the Cowboys
what-
still might mess around and get Genty.
Gent.
Yep.
Still might get me.
Let's see who did they get him? Yep,
Yep.
they get him. They got
Yeah,
him.
they got him.
Warren went to
Tyler Warren to the Colts.
Let's see.
No. Benjamin Morrison. Oh, if he stay healthy, he's solid.
I do like him though. I do. I'm
Oh,
scared of that.
Benjamin Morrison
dude.
is cold. I like
Yeah,
him
he
more.
is.
Yeah. Or he's a hell of a pass rusher.
Ooh, CJ get another. Ooh, okay. See CJ. CJ getting a Buka.
Another Ohio State guy. Yep, man.
Yeah, that could be nice.
That could be cold.
That could be-
Yeah, man.
Buka's not that bad. I don't know if it's like if he fell, I would consider him, but I don't think he ain't getting out the first round.
Nah, I doubt it.
He won't run. I don't think he'll run a good 40. If I was him, I may not even run if I'm him. Honestly,
Yeah.
his game speed is all right, but I don't think he'll test well.
He a burner.
Yeah, I don't think he'll test well.
Because who's the other receiver? I know they got Smith. Who's the other guy? They got another solid receiver on the outside. They got another guy.
Tate. I think his name Tate.
I think he pretty cold too.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's why we're still that, you know.
Yeah, man, for sure, man.
That's why them OSU quarterbacks, I don't be wanting to hear it, man. They be having receivers, man.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, Burrow had the same. He had Justin Jefferson. He had Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Terrace Marshall.
Yeah,
he got T. Higgins and he got Jamar Chase in the NFL too as well. I mean, but we all can agree that like Burrow, he's a good quarterback.
Oh, yeah, bro, that dude.
Quarterback.
That's my $1 holla.
Good quarterback. Yeah.
Chat
Exactly,
again.
man.
Put yes in the chat. Let everybody know that I won the best team.
Damn, I wish I would have did my shit over again because now y'all being all talking shit. So I gotta. Hey, I should just pick Mahomes just to make sure that I won, bro. But
You got to start it up, man. Watching that Cam and Sheduer talk.
You got Lamar though, right? You got Lamar. You picked up Lamar.
Yeah, it's talented, but it ain't. Well, actually, hold up. Y'all had Burrow. I wrote this shit down. What am I talking about?
I had Burrow, Barkley, Lamb, Jefferson.
Hey,
and
chat.
McCourty.
Y'all can already tell who got the worst team. You could just tell. You can see it in his eye. You can see it. He ain't even saying it. You know who got the worst team.
It's like he's. I do it. You got the worst team. You got the worst team, my guy.
He ain't even saying it with me.
He trying to change. He trying to. Yeah. The guy asking for a do-over.
Well, maybe I should have.
Hey, if I knew you guys were gonna talk this much shit, I would have changed up my team. But you know what? Hey, look. We did a solid little mock draft. We were realistic. Because I think a lot of these mock drafts, they're all like, oh yeah, you know, Sheduer is gonna drop to 6. You know, come on. Like, there's too many teams that are picking ahead of the Raiders that need a quarterback, and I'm not sure if. And this happened last draft too. Like, you know, teams want a lot, especially if they want to draft a guy. And I think the Giants want to draft a quarterback. I think, you know, I think who else picked a quarterback? The Titans People talking about the Titans picking. Titans. I think they're going to be considering drafting a quarterback, and I think Cam Ward. I agree with Chris, man. Cam Ward is like he got to be on their board, but we'll see.
Yeah, with an offensive minded coach, man, it's hard to.
Yeah,
to me, it's hard.
Because
he
and his whole thing is, I need my guy. I inherited this guy. This is not my guy. Like, I'm sure he's probably saying that. And they had a full 17 games to see, you know, what's he's doing like mustard commercial, not mustard, mayonnaise commercials, mayonnaise commercials, and
that's very good.
Eating bananas without peeling it.
Levis, right? That was right. That was very good.
Yeah,
Vrabel,
yeah,
right?
Vrabel.
Yeah, Vrabel, huh? Yeah.
and he drafted Malik Willis.
This guy.
Yeah.
I mean, Vrabel's not the GM though.
Farrell like Vrabel. He a Vrabel guy.
Because early on, we were like, if Vrabel was an option at head coach, I was saying that's not a bad option. I mean, he's had success. Like he's not a bad coach. And then, you know, Severe's like, hell nah, this dude is, you know, he's, you know, Severe going.
Y'all have been so salty. Y'all have been salty when he brought in the OC. He brought in McDaniels.
Man.
Y'all would have.
No, I wouldn't. It would have been weird.
I would have been weird. I would have been here for it too. I would have been here for it.
It would have been weird, but Josh McDaniels is not a bad offense coordinator though. That's the thing though. He's not a bad OC.
But just the fans hate him. The fans hate him more than Hitler.
Yeah.
They hate Josh McDaniels, bro. Everything he did.
Dude.
Yeah.
Everything he did. Why you say all the time? Like, bro, what? This says
Right.
you know all the time. Like, I mean, so why? Why do you care? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
But he's just a classic case of just, you know, offensive coordinator masquerading as a head coach. He's just not a head coach. But you know, I think that was a good hire though by them. To be honest with Vrabel, that's a smart move.
yeah.
It makes sense.
Josh in New England don't miss. He just doesn't. He made old boy the quarterback Mac
Jones.
Mac Jones look good, and he hasn't looked good since.
See, the thing is, the Patriot way works as long as you're bringing someone into it, but you can't take it somewhere else. Like if it's if it's already established, and Bill did all the dirty work long ago, but now it's established. Josh will probably do fine there, and one day Vrabel might pass the keys over to him. Who knows? But I think he'll do fine there, to be honest. But you just can't do that system anywhere else. I don't think.
The Patriot way works when there's snow. There has to be snow. It has to be like actually snowing outside.
Literally or figuratively.
It gotta be snowing outside. It gotta be cold. It gotta be like you gotta be in the East Coast. You gotta be angry. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be hella mad. Like you can't be in the West Coast with the Patriot way. That shit not gonna work, bro. You can't be in Vegas with the Patriot way. That shit don't mix.
It's too much stuff to do. It's too much stuff to do.
Like, what? Too much stuff to do, man.
Stand watch this film, bro. I'm about to hit the strip.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Midnight
But hey.
Rose.
Exactly, right? Exactly.
But yeah, hey, look, man, we just finished up our first mock. We only did like 6 picks. We just mocked the first 6, but obviously there's gonna be plenty of mock drafts. Make sure to tune in on Protect the Shield podcast channel, The Severe Raider. Obviously myself, we're gonna be doing this all off season. Chris, man, let the people know where they can find you, what to look forward to, all that good stuff.
Yeah, man, definitely check me out on Protect the Shield podcast on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, what's the other one? TikTok. So definitely check me out Tuesdays and Sundays with my boy Severe and 805 Raider with the Raider War Room. Really picking up some steam with that show. And every Saturday I drop an episode of the Raider Nation Weekly Wire with my guy Dub Raider. Just quick videos that we're dropping, just trying to get some more information out just to the nation. Just some easy digestible videos, man. So definitely check me out. And again, anyone that is in the Vegas area, man, make sure you guys come tap in with myself, Severe, and 805. My boy Cheeto Linus going to be there as well at Barcode Burgers in Las Vegas, man, at 1 p.m. on Sunday. It's gonna be a movie.
There you go. Severe, man. Let people know. And you said TikTok, man. How long TikTok got? Like, are they still? They're gonna keep TikTok. I mean,
yeah, they keeping it around.
Yeah,
they keeping it around.
Yeah, they good.
Okay.
They gonna be Gucci.
It's too much money, right? But Severe, man. Let the people know where they can find you, what to look forward to, all that good stuff.
Just know what it is, man. The Severe Raider on YouTube, on IG, on X, Snapchat, TikTok, all that good stuff. Y'all know every Tuesday, rocking out with my guy 805 and Chris Protect the Shield in the Raider War Room. Then, Tuesday night, the world famous 50-50 show with PharoahNFL. And then the show you guys watching right now, man, Around the Shield. And then we close out the week on Sunday as well with my guy 805 and Chris on another episode of Raider War Room, man. And Chris already mentioned it this Sunday, in at the Barcode Burgers. It's an opportunity. A lot of y'all got a lot to say. Come on out on Sunday. Come on out Sunday. Holla at your boy, man. It's gonna be a good time. I like to talk. I like to talk a lot of stuff. I like to joke, man. We gonna have some fun. But man, yeah, make sure y'all that Saturday show Chris got with Dub Raider. It's a real good show, especially for people that are kind of new to football, or you guys want to get a better understanding of the game or better understanding of the Raiders. It's a real dope show, man. Not too long, like 30-45 minutes, man. Real digestible for y'all. So make sure y'all support Dub Raider and Chris over there, man. Both real good dudes.
Right.
Yeah, man.
And also, Samir's always humble. Shout out to your 1,000 subs, man. Shout out to that, man.
Guys, man.
Yes, sir. There you go, man. Hey, make sure to subscribe to all my guys here, man. Hey, man, it's really that easy. But Raider Nation knows how to support. But we'll be back here Tuesday, 50-50 show, Around the Shield every Fridays. Also, just tune in for new content. But also follow us on IG, Twitter, Around the Shield. Obviously, I got my own PharoahNFL, social media pages or whatever. But just go ahead and support Around the Shield on Twitter and on IG. We're for Raiders content, all that good stuff, man. So make sure to check that out. And the 50-50 shop, man. Hey, get your gear for the 50-50 shop. The link will be in the bio and in the chat. So make sure to check that out. And yeah, man. Hey, we appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure to clock in at this point, clock out, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Any last thoughts before we head out?
PTS in the comments, y'all. PTS in the comments for the best team.
Oh man. Hey, look. I got the most underrated team. I'm just gonna say that. I got the most underrated team. They went for the names.
Underrated, all right.
I wish I. Hey, you know what? We're gonna do this again. We're gonna do this again. You want a rematch? I want a rematch. I'm gonna do this again.
He said, "I want a rematch."
Man, we out of here, man. Peace.
All right, y'all.
Just win, baby.
Hello? You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it.